They say that you should make every single moment count, and we here at Akimbo agree, especially when it comes to the moments in our Unbelievable Moments videos. Here's a whole bunch of our favorites. Since VR headsets were invented, Christmas trees everywhere have taken out life insurance policies.
Oh my god. Guys!
Yeah, this is gonna make me look like the coolest car owner in the windshield repair place. Here's a good demonstration of the phrase, never bring a knife to a gunfight. This is what happened when a New York City subway train ran over a bike. Okay, looks like the gig is canceled. Workers at this construction site in Vancouver heard cracking coming from this massive structural wall. Luckily, they had time to evacuate and record from a distance. Body cam and dash cam video captures the moment as police chase down a suspect who stole a patrol car. Sparks fly as this car chase soon turns into an equally electrifying foot chase.
Get on the ground, you're under arrest!
Nobody knows how to play the victim like a dangerous driver.
Yeah, we're gonna stay right here. We have a camera. We saw you hit us.
You cutting me off from over there! Don't give me that shit!
Can I open my window up, please?
Don't worry about it. Put it down.
Just driving the wrong way late on a Saturday night. Nothing suspicious about that. This reporter made the wise decision not to do this standing on tiptoes. An A380 landing in crosswinds. You have to assume that there are a lot of very nervous drivers on that road. If she gets used to her boyfriend pranking her like this, then I hope real robbers never arrive.
So you should I play it? How about what you think? You can't get me.
The greatest moment of his life, and only CCTV was there to see it. If you decide to disinfect your hands, it's sometimes good to book yourself an eye test beforehand. Now, I'm no expert in construction, but this just can't be part of the plan. This is either a very eco-friendly truck driver or the result of some very careless driving.
You gotta drag it around. Pretty wild. I'm not sure what do you think you're gonna go with that damn thing. Like he's screwed.
A bad worksman blames his tools, but in this case, he's probably right. Spike strips can often be easily dodged if not thrown at the perfect time. But with that direct hit, the officers found him stuck shortly down the road. Strap yourself in, because we're tagging along on a police chase. Now, you'd expect the police officer to be pretty skilled on a motorcycle, but this offender does not only give him a run for his money, but also manages to pull off some tricks and maneuvers that could make a professional stunt driver jealous. Whatever this U-Haul van is hauling, it just can't be legal. The cops quickly caught up to the van, but as it was the height of rush hour, this pursuit was extra difficult. The driver tries to lose them by making a quick right turn, pulling into a parking lot, and then, well, everything just starts again. Here they are, the world's wettest mariachi band. It turns out there was a reason gas was 5 cents cheaper at this place.
Nicole, you need to go split that kid.
What do I do? It's not stopping.
I don't.
Hey, watch out for that mud puddle. What? Which mud puddle? Washing plates like a magician shuffles cards. This enables a normal man to bend iron bars like a Superman. Here's an expert who's part scaffolder and part pole dancer. This ship is designed for war, but apparently not for reversing. You think the captain kept his job? This is a massive space telescope, or at least it was until poor maintenance led to a collapse. This facility collapsed due to a strong microburst storm. Landing gear issues required this small plane to make an emergency landing. An F-22 Raptor performs the world-famous up and over maneuver. Wood flying everywhere and all cars missed. Nice. An example of why being romantic is just a massive waste of time. An Amazon delivery driver's job is to deliver things, but this guy pursues thieves too. Talk about needing a raise.
Bro, I don't look. You did, bro. I don't have nothing on you. Bro, you owe that man. Oh, God. I don't give a Get your over here, bro. Don't make me pull your over.
Here's an example of why you should never do anyone a favor.
Oh my God! Oh my God! What the hell? It's not this bathroom! You stupid! It's the other bathroom! Oh my God! You gotta be kidding! You gotta be kidding me right now, right? Oh my!
Jack, get the plumber!
If the video starts with running and screaming, it's usually not a good day at work.
Fuck's sake! No! Where's the plumber?
This police officer was rushing to a call in the snow when a tractor pulled out in front of him. A scary moment for the officer, but it seems like the guy on the tractor didn't even notice. As a cop, you get involved in chasing all kinds of vehicles. But this must have been a first. The police are allowed to make U-turns wherever they like. but it doesn't mean they should. Here's a magic trick that requires no explanation. How to make your iPhone disappear.
El pinche celular ya lo ven.
Why you should always make sure your squid is thoroughly cooked. Suddenly noticing a camera can have a dramatic effect on your confidence, especially when you're practicing your catwalk and end up regretting it massively.
Yes, be very careful about what you're doing. Good fun. They're a lovely family, very, very popular.
For years, many good people had been driven to insanity by this problem. And then one day, who needs a conveyor belt? A 1,000 IQ use for a massaging gun. You're looking at a burning chicken farm from after an explosion, which could be seen 70 miles away. Well, I'm clearly not gonna squeeze under this bridge. Why don't I try going sideways?
Qué cagada, qué cagada, qué cagada, qué cagada.
Abandona, abandona, abandona.
Qué cagada.
This home is under construction.
Oh, there it goes.
Sorry, I mean demolition.
Oh my God!
I told you.
It's a bird bath. Yep, that's really what it's called. If you're hang gliding above the clouds, then you might just have made it to expert level. When it's a choice between dropping your pants or your puppies, then pants lose every time.
Wait, let me see your pants.
It's nice when your neighbors look out for you, but do you think he's taking it too far?
Your address is 1744, but every day when you leave for work, a Nissan parks 3 houses down, walks up the side of your house, goes in your back door. I'm assuming you don't have cameras back there? Okay, your wife is smart, but she is unfaithful. I'm gonna walk this way, but I don't live this way.
You know it's bad weather when your umbrella decides to grow legs and walk away. There's no use crying over spilled milk, but sadly, I think this is paint. You don't need to be Van Gogh to know that this looks like the wrong kind of paint. This company will come cut down your tree and demolish your wall, all for the same price. The one car you don't want to rear end. One with flashing blue lights and a siren. Although, when it comes to crazy U-turns, this guy also gives him a run for his money. And now we take a break in our video for a quick physics lesson.
You better catch it.
If you're choosing your boat because it's pink, then you probably shouldn't be on the water anyway.
Getting around is gonna be the worst.
There it is.
I told you it was gonna tip, and this water is ice.
The reason we now use paper straws isn't just because of the environment. A gadget for concrete stamping, which is oddly satisfying. Guess what? You've been peeling garlic wrong your entire life. You've also been spending way too much time trying to cut onions.
The blade is not big enough, just you go on the side like this. These things, it's perfect for your burger, perfect for your...
After a hailstorm in northern Italy, this train decided it needed to lie down to calm its nerves. This bridge over troubled waters is about to become a bridge under troubled water. A vision of hell, or a heating oil truck catching fire beneath an overpass. Some pretty intense cockpit footage here. Grab your barf bags. A couple of F-18 Hornets flying in an even more impressive formation than their namesakes. Part of the skill set for any pub band is to have the ability to catch drunk women.
Gonna be a pastor. The power of Christ compels you! The power of Christ compels you, baby! Let the devil leave your body!
This ice waited until the very last moment just for comedic effect. Yes, it's time for comedy cat gags on a wet car roof. It's never a good sign when your truck starts looking like a rainforest. We see a ton of forklift fails on this channel, so you have to wonder, what does it take to actually fail a forklift certification test? If the point was to create free-range concrete, then mission accomplished. For this next clip, see how many times you could scream the word truck before you pass out from beer. A very clear green light, but only for one of them.
Whoa!
Oh my. Could have been a lot worse. Sorry. I didn't see him coming.
Oh, it's okay.
Luckily for every other road user, this guy's embarrassing crash affected no one. When you suddenly realize you're okay with your nose hair after all. Everyone knows you should never cut your own hair, and you should definitely never cut your hair while live streaming.
Okay.
This look of bravery sure disappears quickly the second the ride starts. Did you know that your dipstick had 2 uses? Me either. A smart and lazy way to ride a one-wheel. Repetition creates perfection. These neighbors go outside to check on houses during landslides in Brazil. Improper mining can be a pretty serious business, especially when it results in events like this. This dash cam captures the moment a massive landslide occurs. An SR-71 Blackbird flying significantly faster than the average Blackbird. So, are we above the clouds? Or beneath the clouds? Or both? When your cat thinks you're stuck in the camera. Maybe the new work outfits for this flower delivery truck will be white starting tomorrow. This really highlights the importance of planning ahead. Nothing like a sawdust sandwich on a lunch break. A loud clanking sound? Yeah, that's definitely a sign that everything's A-okay. Now it's time for the cops to get caught speeding.
Were you on your way somewhere there on a call?
Well, I'm going to a call, yeah.
You were absolutely flying through that 30.
Which one?
And you're not on a blue light.
Well, I'm not on a blue light now.
You were flying.
Was I?
Yeah, and you're on camera.
I didn't realise.
Well, I can say that.
Right.
So if we weren't on the call, that was too fast.
This woman got into a crash, so the police arrived. And it would have been a simple process until she tried to get away, ramming into multiple people in police cars to evade arrest. Pretty shocking, right? Well, wait for it. Once they stopped her, the officers realized she also had a child in the car.
You could have killed that kid! I didn't do anything! Yes, you did! You almost killed 3 people! I don't even ask how! How?
The worst possible road for a car chase? This one. After this driver was asked to stop, he decided to ignore the cops and drove through the village at high speed. Luckily, he did eventually stop by crashing into a conveniently placed wall. And now it's time to send this little guy back to nature. Oops, wrong little guy. Have you ever regretted spending money on a new kitchen appliance? This person has. This is a new and inventive way to ruin Christmas. Ladder just a little too small? A jack can help. When your fear of mice turns you into a construction expert. Money can buy you an AC, but intelligence gives you free solutions. After this earthquake in Taiwan, locals were shocked by a building barely holding on.
爸爸不要太靠近，你退后。
And this excavator was never seen again. When this electric shuttle bus's battery ignited, a domino effect soon followed. The most amazing vertical takeoff you've ever seen? Very possibly. Only the elites are chosen to fly and land planes like this, and you can see why. His rescue attempt didn't quite work out, but his escape attempt went perfectly. Hey, let me help you. Smash this thing to smithereens. You know what this food court could really use? A child's shoe. This guy fails to cut down a tree like the cartoons.
I did not do that. I did not do that. This guy. Show me this guy. Show me how high it is. This guy. Yeah, I didn't do that.
You, didn't want to keep that part of your house, right? Cocktail making is like horse riding. The dismount is the difficult part. A man heading towards your car, carrying a gun and wearing camo is never the start of a positive experience. The person who looks after the grass on these roads is going to be furious. If you're likely to be involved in a police chase, maybe don't steal a truck with a massive trailer on the back. Oh, and don't wear a high visibility vest. They're not an effective form of camouflage. This kind of exercise will give you massive muscles.
So you go hit it one time,
And massive flatulence. Yeah, it's always best not to do a tutorial about something you haven't even mastered yourself.
C'est cool. En fait, ceci.
Maybe look up what a head wax is before you sign up to get one done.
Ow. Ow. You asked for it, bro.
Never lose a golf ball again. We all tried this as kids, and this person is the first to make it work. The world's most comfortable tank. Sadly, the bridge wasn't the only thing to be demolished. Always keep your eyes on the road, or the bridge in this case. Some bridges just aren't built to deal with water like this. Close encounters of the Thunderbird kind. Almost as bad as trying to pour a drink on a bumpy economy flight. This is how the robot wars are going to start. Just like regular pirates, porch pirates aren't known for their running ability.
Porch pirate?
Yeah, I got it.
Proof that Ring doorbells aren't only for security, they're also good for neighborhood dance-offs. Where's that delivery guy from earlier when you need him? How do you want your eggs prepared? Scrambled? Raw? Oh, this just has to be on a Monday. A quality tool for quality workmanship. Driving in New York is always a little crazy, and just to prove it, here's a cop trying to knock a man off his moped. They know each other? This seems personal. Here's a little more police chase insanity from New York City. This stolen vehicle led police on a pretty hairy chase until the suspect eventually lost control. At first, this seems like a regular old police chase. But just like this motorcyclist, when I'm engaged in a police chase, I always like to cut through a park full of pedestrians. How about you? And if there are people pushing babies in strollers who have to dive out of the way, then even better. You know that song, I Believe I Can Fly? Well, that wasn't written for her. When makeovers go too far.
Oh, the Morphe by Manny MUA. Wow, I love it.
For some people, sport always comes first, even if you have to make someone bald in the process. Now this is a neighbor. A ladder that's not a ladder, but is better than any ladder. Whoever said that only automobiles should have windscreens? It's never a good day at work when a water tower collapses into your supermarket. Unfortunately, there were no cranes left to pick up this crane. Housing prices can't be great in an area where your home can be swallowed by the ocean. A Pearl Harbor reenactment, including replica Zeros and the explosions. Just a massive flyover during the national anthem. Nothing to see here. Halloween, officially the worst time to be a delivery guy. Here's someone who clearly has superpowers, but only when it comes to carrying dishes. This little guy got out at 4 a.m., regretted it, and then rang the doorbell so he could get back in. Blind welding, the most difficult job on earth. Well, at least he doesn't feel bad now for not having time to shower that morning. The biggest fumble of all time. Here's a good reason why you should never run a red light, even if you're the police.
Sorry.
Here are the police waiting for line skippers. Do you think they'll find one? The car being pursued is a suspect in a shooting, so there's no time to be polite about apprehending him. It's a good thing she has an experienced colleague nearby to show her the correct way to place a pizza in the oven. Badly. Some people just have more trouble getting a good night's sleep than others, and this guy is about to become one of them. This guy is about to break the world speed record for making an idiot out of himself. Apparently, every item has the potential to be used in two different ways. They call him the human elevator. Well, okay, not really, but they should! Using your brain, not your brawn. This is a retaining wall. Or at least it was.
¡Ay, gran gonorrea! ¡Ay, señor bendito! ¡Ay, Padre celestial! ¡Ay, gonorrea!
Avoiding a sinkhole is not something they teach you in driver's ed.
So shit! Vai! Vai! Solo tu stai!
One of the dangers of electric batteries charging. Boeing 747 overtaking a Boeing 737 recorded by a Boeing 777. Are there enough Boeings in this video for you? Footage of midair refueling never fails to be fascinating. If you've ever wondered what the employment criteria is for Amazon, then this guy's about to tell you.
Don't care, because I'm Amazon! Amazon!
FedEx don't cook like this. FedEx ain't cooked like this.
Is this the best or worst time to be asleep? All depends on how you look at it. This young girl's just been told she's got a job. Do you think she's pleased about it? He's as skilled as he is precise. Never shock a man who's holding a welding torch. Yeah, just get this welding finished and then I'll go home. Or not. Stealing a police car? Never a good idea. Stealing it and then crashing it? So much worse.
God dang! Hey! God.
After being arrested on drug charges, this woman let her intrusive thoughts win and took off in the police car. Yeah, she was wearing handcuffs, but that was just an irrelevant detail. After the crash, she ended up with charges 50 times worse than it would have been originally. Hey, there's a police car on the hard shoulder. Maybe I should do something like this. This gives new meaning to the phrase resisting arrest.
What are you doing? Oh my goodness. You're like a monkey.
Yeah, that's a pretty high door frame, all right. You're right to be terrified. If you don't look like a ventriloquist dummy, then do you really have enough makeup on? Loyalty to your local sports team only goes so far. And you thought house cleaning could never be cool. Sanding without breaking your neck and back. Just using the gifts that God and Tim Hortons gave him. A safe and convenient way to transport an air conditioner. Or maybe not. A lesson in how not to lower a tour boat. One thing you really don't want to catch fire is a gas truck, and here's the aftermath.
Fudeu tudo agora.
Helicopter piloting doesn't come more precise or as thirst-quenching than this. So you didn't think whales could fly, huh? Well, you're wrong. If you're looking to get instantly fired, then take a leaf out of their book. To be fair, it does say no entry. When her mom fell asleep, she decided it was time to become Daughter of the Year.
We've got this S5 in today for a camshaft sensor. It's just down the back there. First thing you need is an 8-bit.
When one tool turns into many. Has this IT guy tried turning himself off and on again?
Did you try the other side?
So that is definitely not how you take a transformer down. Rico!
It's nice to hear someone's coworkers supporting him.
20 years in the trade, huh? What a joke.
A chase through a sleepy town, but keep an eye on that speedometer. And now a lesson on cycling safety from a cyclist, who's giving the lesson to a police officer. The cop seems to think he was cycling in a dangerous manner, but unfortunately, this guy knows the highway code a lot better than he does.
Because I'm going to work, thank you.
Right, you need to get on board.
No, you need to get on board with how the highway code is, sir. You're a police officer.
Road rage. It's always more fun when you've got a police officer as an audience. When you lose the game and your beer. When picking family games, always remember the abilities and loose body parts of all family members. This is why chairs were never meant to have wheels. Wondering how to carry a heavy load downstairs? Get rid of the stairs.
Yep, wiggle.
Make chores into a game, and the kids will do them every time. A lesson in how to improvise. Ship plus crane equals disaster. An example of why protective clothing and safety measures are very necessary in a steel factory. This train was in a very wrong place at precisely the wrong time. The graceful shadow of the F-22 passing against the clouds. If you're using your pilot skills to pick up a traffic cone, then you may just have too much time on your hands. Clearly a sight this man has never seen before. Luckily, dogs get confused when their dinner stands on the other side of the porch railings. If you've ever had to develop a technique to keep vicious dogs at bay, then it might be time to search for another job. As an apprentice, there's a lot to learn.
Well, you get that f***ing nail out.
Like what a hammer does.
Come on. There you go. Come on.
I don't know what's going on.
Just hold it up. Hold it up. All right, hold it. All right, now rip it back. Wow.
This 19-year-old said he was a pipeline operator, and this was how he proved it. Sadly, dance lessons weren't part of this job's training program. Even when you can't evade the police any longer, you can always go old school and use your feet. Yeah, that's one back door you should always keep closed. Where there's burning rubber, there's often a police car not far behind. Believe it or not, this is actually a pressure washer for your nostrils. Nobody ever complains about short measures with this barman.
I didn't think you'd pull the whole thing. That's kind
of Well, those expensive golf clothes were certainly worth buying.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Old Spice, saving armpits and belts. Using water and dirt like Leonardo da Vinci used paint. Most accurate lumberjack of all time? When this World War II hangar caught fire, the results were like something out of, well, World War II. What's worse than being stuck in traffic? Being stuck in this. Hey, how much weight can this lifting belt withstand? I suppose there's only one way to find out. This craft may look like it's of another world, but like a lot of products, it was actually crafted in China. Aviation crews do their best to fight wildfires in Arizona. He's making a bid for freedom. A really, really stupid bid for freedom. Pizza, the most dangerous food in the world. There's no wrong time or place to do a spot of twerking. This is why you can't hire construction workers by the hour. Hey, that new wall looks really...
Dropped it, didn't I?
Terrible.
Stay to that.
You should always measure twice so you can cut once. An escaped cow is always a job for the police. Especially when it attacks some random guy who was just out for a nice relaxing walk. Sometimes you're just so used to running, that you just do it out of habit.
Oh, that was you?
That was me. This is a citation for driving on a suspended license, okay?
And I'm paying on that last one.
Okay. Just sit right here.
I think we can all agree that 100 kilometers per hour is pretty fast for an e-scooter. Poor guy's words when getting caught was, "I just need to go to work."
I've got to go to work! I've got to go to work!
I don't know what to do.
Now, I'm no mechanic, but there may be a tiny leak in this car.
What? Wait, I don't know what to... I don't want it inside of my car wash. Oh my god, I don't know what to do.
Freedom! Ah, no, never mind. Forget about what Mary Poppins said. There's nothing pleasant about feeding the birds. This guy may have set these tables once or twice before. Need bricks but don't have any bricks? No problem. They consider this self-cleaning, 1000 IQ or not enough. What do you think? Bromine gas leakage at a chemicals factory in India. And no, this is not a good thing. Here's why building regulations are so very important. When even the barrier doesn't inspire you to stop, then you have to expect some pretty dire consequences. Well, that's an interesting looking runway. Something this big really shouldn't be able to make maneuvers like this. But here you go. Why use your hands to shoplift when you can use your mouth? Working out every day is good for your health. Unless you're this guy. You don't rub hand sanitizer all over your body unless you've been cheating. Or you're trying not to catch some horrible disease. Or maybe both. Not sure what this adds to the cocktail making process, except a stained shirt. Forklift fails are only satisfying depending on what's in the box. So what's in there?
Nice and easy.
This chainsaw loves its job so much, it just doesn't want it to end.
Whoopsies.
Okay, I take it back. Cow calls are a lot more common for police than I thought. This undercover cop stopped because he was apparently getting followed too closely.
Ride my rear end a little closer?
Sorry about that.
I get it, you're in a hurry, but I'm driving the speed limit.
I apologize.
Was it justified, or was he just having a bad day? Let us know in the comments. If you see this type of Ford, it might be best to always assume it's a cop. There's a reason this method of opening champagne is only reserved for special occasions. He's about to sample the world's most sour candy. How do you reckon he feels about it?
Oh!
A Apparently, he did this for charity, but then clearly decided that charity begins at home.
Oh, it's nothing. It's not even nothing.
Oh, God, you better get that motherfucker! Son of a gus! Get out, you finna pull that mother... Don't stop! Ah!
You're getting really ready. Oh! Pause! Oh!
This drone flies electric cables across mountains. First time I've ever seen that. After a long day's cycling, it's good to have a nice, relaxing lie down. Taking your home cinema to the next level. This is an observatory, and you're observing it crash into the ground. Is it just me, or does this not look like the greatest construction job to begin with? When the phrase ocean view becomes a little too literal. The ominous sight of the B-2 Spirit arriving at a UK airbase. I think we can safely assume that this wall of fire was supposed to occur. All right, the humans have left. We don't need to pretend to be stupid anymore. From arch enemies to best friends. And that was the day that he was crowned king of drinking games. When you regret asking the recruitment company to send you the biggest idiot they've got.
For real? Hey, dog. Use a chipping hammer, bro. Why? It's a lot easier. Come on, man.
During construction, size matters. How far do you think he got before realizing this wasn't a logical way to push out a boat?
Dive! Everyone have a look.
A tailgater receiving instant justice. A Honda CR-V thought it was okay to tailgate this cyclist, but luckily a cop wasn't far away.
I know, I saw him in my mirror.
Yeah, you want me to do something about it?
Give him a ticket, because I almost fell too.
I will, I'll put your name on it. Hi, you need to see a license and insurance. This license...
Hey, let's do an illegal U-turn in front of a police station. Why not? The 4 people in this car were pursued due to breaking and entering.
In Mound, Southfield police pull a pit maneuver.
Now, however, all 4 face dozens of robbery, weapons, and drug charges. Well, here's one person who's figured out how to beat the claw machine.
Inside the machine. Calvin's inside the machine. I love it. He's trying to get him out. Oh, this is awesome.
They gotta open this up.
Eager dogs tend to cost you a lot in glazing bills.
Whoa!
And now, a demonstration of an essential piece of gym equipment. I'm talking, of course, about strong pants. And there was never another footprint left in cement ever again. Here's something you can do with all those old clothes hangers. In Norway, bikers have their very own public elevators. This car is about to shift into reverse pretty quickly, and here's why.
Ужас!
Here's why booking a window seat isn't always a good thing. The terrifying moment a local petrochemical plant exploded. Vomit bags at the ready. Here's another crosswind landing. The vertical landing procedure of the F-35B Lightning II. Why don't shoe stores supply customers with complimentary noodles anyway? That's definitely something that needs to be encouraged. Just a random human running like a dog at 4 a.m. Nothing creepy about that, right? You're about to see two examples of extremely good luck. If there's one thing that's kept construction workers sane throughout history, it's the never-ending opportunities to prank the apprentice. Yes, work pranks are funny, but don't mess with the guy working with electricity. This act of random destruction was brought to you by this guy.
Whoa! Whoa! What the f?
And then from the left came justice on 4 wheels. You've gotta love those sudden reveals of unmarked police cars. A wild police chase, but it ends as these things so often do, with an arrest. Not all cream is created equal. This is what regret looks like on a human face, ladies and gentlemen.
Fine! What are you doing? Why would you eat it? It's lotion!
That's right, it's not quite the same as feeding the ducks.
I'm really afraid. I'm really afraid. I'm afraid. I'm really afraid. Don't pull up right now.
Pay for a professional moving company? What do you think I am, stupid?
1, 2, 3.
Simple but effective. Necessity is the mother of invention. Bricks don't tend to bounce naturally, which is why you need innovations like this. This was very much a case of out of the frying pan and into the fire. Hey, has anyone told him to look out for the massive hole? A riverbed is an interesting place to build a house. If a power tower falls over, there's very few ways you can pick it up again. You might be forgiven for thinking this is a real dragon, but it's actually 150 drones in perfect synchronization. Tough guy. Luckily, mannequins don't punch back. This is the last time this man walked this road without any caution. A fun activity for the entire family.
Yeah!
He's gonna have a wonderfully decorated arm after this.
Oh wow, you've got yourself in a right pickle there, haven't you, hey? Right, I got stuff to do, I'll see you in a bit. Ah! You have to dig it out. But I can! Stop hanging by my foot!
The cruelest new hire prank of all? Quite possibly. A spot of white wine and vinegar will probably remove that stain. This suspect complied and surrendered, but that wasn't quite enough for these particular cops.
Put your hands up now! Get him up! Put your hands up!
I'm down. I'm down. Got him, Pop?
Nope, not yet.
Hands up if you didn't know this little gadget existed. Who was at fault here? Let us know what you think in the comments.
No, it looked like you put me out when you were going by there. Looks like you went like this to me as I was driving by. Well, I don't usually make it personal, you know. I mean, you looked right at me, and if you were like a cigarette or you had your one. First of all, I'm not an overly sensitive person, and it's the first time in 12 years I've ever stopped someone who I thought put me off, so I don't like that insinuation. Listen, sir, once I realized that you weren't putting me off, you're free to go.
Now you don't realize I put you off.
Once I realized
What if I did put you off?
Then we have a conversation and we'll just plug it out over it. Have other things to do than to be.
So if I did put you off,
have a good day. Looks like as he pulled away, he called me an asshole. Okay, so now you're under arrest for disorderly conduct. Get out of the car. And all that public there heard it and saw it. That is disorderly conduct 101. Step out of the car. Look at the hood of my hands on the hood. Oh my God. Hands on the hood. I'm all right. Now put your hand behind your back. Oh my God, sir. Just put it.
The most shocking part of this is that he didn't spend the rest of the video shouting, screaming, and swearing at that kid. Amazing! This guy has the balance of, well, a seriously drunk person. It's not the smashing of the priceless item. It's the way she walks away as if nobody would notice. The biggest ability needed here? The ability to trust your coworkers. Now that's what I call using your head. It's called the Archimedes screw, and this is the amazing function it performs. There's no smoke without fire, and this was a big one. The roof of this newly and badly constructed house was well and truly destroyed by a heavy snowfall. This burning warehouse contained aircraft tires. You can only imagine the horrific smell. At first, this appeared to be a smooth landing. At first. Struggling to find a bottle opener? Just ask a nearby helicopter. You think he's gonna be attacked by dogs, don't you? You're wrong. The perils of trying to look cool in front of a girl. Two more players and they've got a team.
You made it!
I know.
Oh! Oh! Oh my god, 40 minutes! Oh my god! This is it!
You've heard of the road to nowhere? This is the staircase version. There's a reason you haven't seen people do this before.
Oh god. Oh my god.
You can't make it off. God, you can't make it off. You get screwed on.
Hang on, Tom, on my phone.
The one thing you can't master on the first day, strength.
Where's the baby?
This body cam footage shows police officers encountering a truly life or death situation as they rescue a toddler from a retention pond.
Yes, I did.
Here's that ingenious grappling tool again. How many criminals can you fit in one car? You're about to find out.
All right, they just got pinned in by another truck. Bail, bail, bail.
So he unlocks the seat so he can fetch the cloth, and then unlocks the seat again so he can throw something even more essential back inside, following which he dies inside. If you've ever been stuck behind someone like this at a concert, then enjoy.
Oh!
All this kid wanted in the world was a raw egg to call his own. And now look.
Drink it?
Yeah.
Oh no!
Yes, folks, drones have now gotten to the point where they can become lifeguards. Watch out, David Hasselhoff.
Plates automatically, it's a pretty clear sign of that's my help and I need to get to it as quickly as possible.
They climbed into the ring and then we pulled it back with the rope that was tethered to the line.
Being able to drop that out there and making it possible for these guys to not put themselves at risk.
How do you turn a physical job into a technical job? Like this. Less digging, more thinking. Not the kind of place you want to see flames appearing in. A shocking reminder of the destruction caused by climate change. After After a full day and night of rain, this Moroccan city looked like this. Is it a rocket? Close. It's an F-18 Super Hornet going supersonic. Just like humans, aircraft sometimes give each other a lift. Even in the most severe weather, this eagle is always on hand to protect her babies. When you start identifying with your vegetables. There's officially nothing more terrifying than a rogue squirrel. Not a great height at which to make a rookie mistake.
Holy. Oh, that didn't work.
The terror in this apprentice's face suggests he might want to try another line of work.
What?
Yep, better make sure that wet concrete is nice and flat. Michigan police pursued this stolen van through narrow residential streets, and it just happened to be on garbage pickup day. Should cops be allowed to jump red lights even when there's no emergency? Let us know in the comments.
Always wear your seatbelt, bro. You're good. Some people don't. But yeah, it's always fine.
Watch as this deputy employs these stop sticks like a traffic enforcing ninja. We all know the best way to feel better after a losing game, right? Just break that expensive TV. Yeah, this seems like a good place to stand for a dirt biker interview. If you're gonna do this in public, then it's not the best time for a cheap ring gag. It's official, physics is weird, and so are eggs. Proof that the tools aren't as important as the skill. A handy gadget to avoid a disgusting job. Might be a good day to finish work early, unless you're a firefighter. A drone view of Indonesia's largest oil refinery explosion. A dam is about to fail, and this scenic image is about to get weird. A V-22 Osprey conducting a 360-degree roll. Did you know that a Harrier could hover? Well, you do now. It looks slightly slippery out there. You get the feeling this kid has already put up with a lot in his short life. Not all heroes wear capes. Some of them have 4 legs. Ah, welding. The funniest of all metalworking skills. It's like watching a car crash in slow motion. The King's Guard are always vigilant, except when it comes to their own feet.
Man down.
The chase started on 4 wheels and ended on foot. At what point do you think he's gonna realize what he's done wrong? You might get away from the police, but you'll never get away from Scooter Man. Here's a physical manifestation of a low IQ. This is so realistic that Brad Pitt would probably try to marry it. Do you need a couple of professionals to deliver your new fridge? Well, ask these guys. They might know someone. Every kid knows how to climb a tree, but this adult does it better. Who needs a child when you've got this thing to blow bubbles for you? Well, nobody likes having wet feet, right? Fires at 2 substations on this Puerto Rican power plant left many people in the country without electricity. There's bad parking, and then there's bad choices in parking. A gas pipeline is not a great thing to go on fire. The exhaust of a Boeing 777 seen through a Gulfstream G650 HUD. A collection of black eagles dancing in the sky. We're all familiar with this kind of pain. This girl is a very cheap date. Okay, I suppose I'll just wait for the next one then. Yeah, I wouldn't sign for that delivery if I were you.
Oh!
It says order here, but order what? A new truck?
Damn, baby, back up. You got to
You can't, it ain't no way to escape.
Worse.
Ain't no way to escape.
Just stop right here.
Hold on, cuz.
Oh, baby.
Hold on.
He's trying to pull off. He's trying to pull off, y'all. He's trying to pull off. He about to fuck the whole McDonald's up. Ooh, babe, do not get out this car. Do not get out this car. He is finna leave. Oh my God!
And amazingly, he still passed his commercial driving test. You're about to see something guaranteed to make you go, huh? When protests become aggressive, the police often need to become involved. This footage shows a truck which has just crashed into an elementary school following a police chase. This suddenly turned into a really bad day at school. Everything is wrong with this vending machine that could possibly be wrong. Nobody needs fish for dinner this badly. A win is a win. Parking a boat. Yep, it's a thing. Does this guy do home visits? This is another level of fire, the result of a vehicle crashing into a fireworks store.
Oh my God.
Cars aren't much use when the road has turned into a river. Flash floods in Italy's Catania city turned the roads into raging torrents. This Turkish F-16 gets a little too close for comfort. Look at this incredible and colorful display from the Abu Dhabi Air Show. If you can do this without even thinking about it, then it might be time for a day off. When your boyfriend spends all day playing video games, you'll do anything to get his attention. Sport plus man equals idiot.
Like, come on.
Can't help it.
Yeah, you can.
What violin bows were really designed for. How to make a perfect cup of coffee. And then smash it. A marching band from a marcher's perspective. Unfortunately for him. If you're trying to stop a criminal from escaping and your police car just isn't up to the job, then the side of a house is probably exactly what you need.
Just went off the road into the side of a house. It's like 607 South Sandusky.
Into a house, I believe. I'll be all done.
Reversing is definitely an original way to try to escape. Here's some more grappler footage now for all you brand new grappler fans. And that includes me.
Heading out, stand up.
It's not a good Italian meal unless the kitchen looks like the scene of a murder. This is a metaphor for every bad day at work ever.
Are you all right? Nah, that's all right, man.
That's either the result of a weak floor or a very impressive jump.
Just the ceiling.
Ladies and gentlemen, a rare case of beating the claw. The best tree cutting strategy is the domino one. A handy attachment. This terrifying aluminum plant fire swallowed up the entire shop in a matter of seconds. Apocalyptic footage of flash floods and landslides in Venezuela. A massive apartment fire that slowly spread. An optical illusion created when an airplane propeller is in sync with the camera's shutter. Hey, fancy a ride in my plane? Nah, no thanks. I'm good. There's nothing worse than the accidental splits. Here's why you shouldn't always listen to Google Maps. At times like these, all you can say is, sorry. That sure looks like a nice sturdy keyboard stand. Luckily, this career path doesn't require on-the-job training. Oh yeah, cars have handbrakes. Thanks to the quick thinking of a police officer with the Glen Heights Police Department, employees at a nearby Jack in the Box restaurant were saved from a burning vehicle stuck in the drive-thru lane.
to. My name's Deputy English. Hey man, the reason I'm pulling you over is your derogatory sticker on the back of your truck. Is that? How's it not derogatory?
Well, maybe he does, and maybe he doesn't. But did he deserve to be arrested for it?
Is there a problem? Yeah. I'm gonna explain it to you. Step back here. Here's your driver's license back. Here's your buddy's ID back, all right? Here's your proof of insurance and your registration, okay? Listen to me. What you have on the back of your window, okay, is a misdemeanor in the state of Florida, okay? I have 4 kids. A 14-year-old, a 10-year-old, a 6-year-old, and a 4-month-old. If my 6-year-old was to look at me and be like, Dad, what does IE ask me, okay? I'd be furious, all right?
The suspect was wanted for a triple shooting, and the chase ended in a suitably violent manner.
Hey, fire extinguisher! Fire extinguisher!
An incredible view, which is about to become even more incredible. When a floor needs cleaning quickly, call these guys. And now for a game of Spot the Ball, the real ball. If you don't have a tool, make one. An F-16 afterburner run. A helicopter scoops water from a lake to battle wildfires. An example of what can happen when a crane miscalculates its load. The perils of buying a house on the side of a canyon. Clearly not quite the special day the bride was hoping for.
Do not push anybody!
Fire break footage from a distance. He's cruising along the Atlantic coast at 55 feet. And there you are, just watching a video. Sometimes you need a moment of insanity to keep your working day sane. This is a paint store, and this deer is clearly desperate to decorate its house. A very James Bond kind of way to pick up your friend. More incredible mid-air acrobatics from the F-22. So, who's arranging the fireworks? Oh, that guy. Wait, aren't mattresses designed to make you relax?
Yeah. Hang on. No, go left a little bit. Yeah, you're good.
This looks like the start of a very bad day.
Truck driver. Ah, damn.
A good soldier is always on duty.
Hey!
Oh, you really don't want to see this from your window seat. Here's one waiter who definitely deserves a good tip. Sergeant Ray Rodriguez received a report of a traffic accident on private property. When he pulled up, he saw an ATV tipped on its side. Footage of local cops arresting some shoplifting suspects. The XQ-58 Valkyrie UCAV makes a rocket-assisted takeoff. Here's some fascinating footage of the recovery operation after an A300 plane wreck. Kung Fu for those who want to defend themselves against audio-visual equipment.
Bist du behindert?
Don't work hard, work stupid. Another incredible demo of an F-22 Raptor. An MD-87 air tanker in action. This is the most middle-aged man invention ever. These firefighters are using a shield of water to block heavy flames. Ladder? Stilts? Or both? Ironically, this church was called the Fountain of Life, and a fountain probably would have come in very handy. A very serious potline accident at a foundry. We hope you're wearing sunglasses for this one. An underground pipe burst in this underground car park, and the result was an underground river. The very definition of a low-flying chopper. You don't often get to fly in a Spitfire, let alone in formation with another 3 of them. And he still managed to blame the guy next to her. You've seen snakes on a plane. Well, get ready for one snake in an elevator. The cheap way to smell nice. It's even cheaper than taking a bath. A firefighter tanker prepares to make its aerial drop. This is what pulling 10 Gs looks like up close and personal. Here's why wedding photographers are so expensive. Wet equipment.
you okay?
This is why soccer isn't played with helmets. There goes his Employee of the Month award. A pretty intense way to prune some trees. Rescue helicopter or cow taxi? You decide. The unofficial but undoubtedly best way to de-seed a pomegranate. Beating an egg in a new and genius way. Well, this is weird, but it works. Cutting-edge power in flight, the F-35 Lightning. Just out for a relaxing drive with the wife. You'd think that a fire at a chemical plant would require a little more than one guy with a hose. This huge fire broke out on an oil rig reportedly caused by a gas leak. At this point, your car's emergency brake just isn't gonna cut it. A sight you really don't want to see if you've just booked your next vacation. It's probably hard for the heli to match that speed, and equally hard for the jet to go that slow. And a breakdancing legend was born. That just has to be the spider that bit Peter Parker. Wherever this guy lives, you should probably think twice about buying a house there. When you give your little brother a lift to school. The prices of these houses are probably pretty reasonable.
Mate, you're hitting this house, mate.
Idiot driver? Or typical Google Maps? Don't cool down oil like this, okay? Just don't. Proof that too much generosity isn't necessarily a good thing. Yeah, now might be a very good time to buckle up. Cockpit footage doesn't come any more amazing or playful than this. Isn't this the way everyone puts their shower caps on? Use the broken phone, Luke. All you have to do is sit on the porch and drink a beer. Superman? That guy's an amateur. A B-52 Mitchell bomber plane doing its thing. This is clearly the bus to hell. A massive explosion at a gas station in Russia. One more clip, one more towering inferno. The impressive vertical takeoff of an F-35B. They never prepare you for this in your driving lessons. As Brad Pitt once famously said, "What's in the box?" I think it's a good bet that this was his first day. Farming by helicopter. A guy in a wingsuit next to a plane with no power. Is it just me or is this terrifying? Hey, make sure you don't step on that. You might fall. But it was such a good plan.
You twat. I fucking knew you was gonna do that. That's why I videoed it.
Well, someone's not going home on time tonight. It's either a plane or one massive canary. What catching an Uber looks like in an icy wasteland. Sometimes you just need to make it work. He's solved the don't put hot water on a frozen windshield rule. Even smartphones need some help as they get older. Exciting footage from a very exciting POV. I think it's fair to say this is the best footage of an eclipse you could ever hope to see. Well, that was pointless. This guy flies to his local bakery in a bathtub, and there's not much else I can say about that. Maybe he should pay less attention to his beverage and more to what the plane's doing. Ah, refreshing closet? The chopstick hack to rule them all. This bug-loving chicken could be described as a natural pesticide. Yeah, just a helicopter doing a backflip. That's normal, right? This plane has clearly never heard of personal space. How a fisherman kept his fish alive on the long drive home. Yes, the future is here. It's the maiden voyage of a flying car. Some absolutely incredible POV footage of U.S. Navy Flight Demonstration Squadron, the Blue Angels. Whatever she wanted, it wasn't important enough to hang around after this.
Shit. Damn thing fell and almost hit me. Yeah. I mean, I didn't even get on top of it or
There's nothing more satisfying than when an idiot almost turns into roadkill.
Huh?
Making sure your 21st birthday goes out with a bang. Kung Fu for those who want to defend themselves against audio-visual equipment.
Bist du behindert?
Don't work hard. Work stupid. We're hoping you didn't regret your decision to watch this entire video. And if you didn't, then why not prove it by clicking subscribe?